What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter for Boruto, or at least the spoilers, man. So these spoilers are very insane. I'm at work, so I can't be as amped as I want to be because I left my keys to the car inside the building, and I don't feel like walking all the way back. So hopefully you can respect the grind. If you hear any birds in the background, that's because I'm sitting outside of the office or the building. But anyway, we're about to get into these spoilers. Just so you know, the title of this chapter is Jura. That lets you know that Jura is him and him is he. You know what I'm saying? I just got to let you guys know. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell. Greatly appreciate it. So we're going over the spoilers. Like I said, spoilers are fun, but make sure you take the time out to read the official chapter when it drops in just, a couple days? But anyway, let's get into it. So it seems as if Jura doesn't seem to care about Mitsuki, Araya, but he does take the time to look at Sarada as if he's considering taking her down, but it's only for a brief moment, and then he begins to float away in search of Boruto. You know what I'm saying? Jura doesn't seem to care about Ryu's thorn. He just, he sees it there. He's like, oh, it is there, and he goes about his business. Now, there's one or two reasons he could have done that. One could be he feel like he could get it back at any time, you know what I'm saying, that he wants, that he so choose, and Boruto is the, the bigger threat. Or two, he doesn't care about his, his employees. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't care about his co-workers or his other Senju warriors. But anyway, while that's going on, it jumps to Boruto and Konohamaru. Matsuri remains in her throne soul form. Konohamaru has her throne soul, and he begins to run off. Jura knows that, but he goes after Boruto, and him and Boruto begin to fight. Boruto uses his, uses the fourth ability to appear behind Jura, and they start clashing. And then you have it where Jura throws one of his Rinnegan blasts at Boruto, but Boruto and Konohamaru, manages to avoid that attack. Boruto grabs Konohamaru and gets him away from the explosion. Oh man, so I wonder how Konohamaru is going to feel about Boruto now that Boruto has saved him several times, but in his memories, he is Kawaki. So I'm very curious how Konohamaru is going to be, and will he be able to break, the omnipotence. But anyway, you got it where Jura is looking at him, and then suddenly Boruto appears behind Jura with a Rasengan on his back. Yo, that shit sound crazy. The Rasengan is pushing Jura down, but he manages to turn himself the opposite way and fires another Rinnegan blast at Boruto. Boruto uses the fourth ability to get away, and he doesn't see any blood or anything on Jura, which is insane, man. That's the panel we see from the second sneak peek that we got this week. So Jura versus Boruto delivers a thrilling, high-stakes fight. Jura says something, I think, to Boruto about where is he getting all his information. Then it jumps back to Ada and Koji as they talk about Boruto and saying that he doesn't have a chance of winning. Man, I want to see the flashbacks that that Koji actually seen. It could be crazy, but I got a belief that maybe everything that's going on is just from one of Koji's visions as opposed to really happening in real time. But anyway, they start talking about, the fourth ability and how Boruto utilizes it to teleport and how he has, different seals all around the area. Well, okay, it jumps back to Boruto as he's fighting Jura, and Jura says, he wants to know about Boruto's source of information and how he has all this information. He manages to capture him, which is crazy. Boruto was captured. Oh, man, I'm hoping Momoshiki make her appearance. But then Boruto thinks to himself, if he uses the Hiko Rasengan, it should work on Jura. Jura asks Boruto about love, and, says love brought him here. His love for, Konohamaru and his friends brought him here, and that's a defected product. Like, humans are defected because of that. Boruto uses, you have it where Jura uses another beast bomb on Boruto and fires it in his direction. Boruto manages to jump away and cuts them apart. Jura uses another blast. My bad about this airplane flying over. I do apologize. Hopefully you guys can still hear everything good. But again, you have it where Jura manages to capture Boruto, and he takes Boruto katana form. And then while that's going on, Boruto uses the Rasengan to break free. After he uses that to break free, he actually manages to hit Jura with it. Oh my God. It actually pushes Jura back, and the effects are affecting him so much so that he falls to one knee. To think that your boy Jura was brought down to his knees, man. But Jura was able to nullify the Hiko using the same principle on how, tail beast balls work. I hope they explain that better in the actual chapter, because I'm curious, how did that work? Jura stands up fine, Jura stands up fine while Boruto is worried with the look that Jura has in his face, and that his trump card didn't work. And that's all we got right now for the actual spoilers. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. This shit sounds crazy. The fact that the Hiko Renegon, and I know the whole name, I'm just saying Hiko to shorten it up. But the fact that that didn't work on Jura, and Jura was able to nullify it, that's insane. Now, I have seen a couple speculations online where they're saying Boruto didn't have enough time to charge it up to what it was fully capable of doing, or capable of unleashing. And because of that, you had it where it was only about as strong as the version that he used on Code, and that wasn't enough to stop Jura. Now, if he had time to fully power up, Jura wouldn't have been able to nullify it so easily. So if that is the case, Boruto could potentially use a stronger version of it, or a more charged up version of it in the future, make it where Jura can't move, and then use that to take Jura down. Now, this chapter sounds like it's an all-out battle between Jura and your boy Boruto. Now, I imagine Koji knows if Boruto will survive or escape, or knows the percentage of how many times he survived the many paths he took, or how many times he got taken out on the many paths he took in this situation. And I'm imagining that we might find out that information in the next chapter. But the fact that this dude was able to nullify the attack with a tail beast, I hope they explain that in the official release. That's why I said, make sure you guys read the official chapter, man. It comes in handy, because right now I'm like, it doesn't make sense. How? But then again, maybe one of you guys could let me know in the comments section. You guys do seem to be very informed, and I'm still a novice. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning, but I'm still a novice when it comes to this stuff. But let me know how y'all feel about this, man. How y'all feel about this chapter so far, just based off these spoilers. Do you think this is going to be the best chapter yet, or do you feel like the chapter we got with Sarada was even better? Just let me know in the comment section below. I got to get back to work. My break is almost over, and I will catch y'all later on today with the Don to Don chapter. I believe they drop a chapter today. Hopefully they do. But yeah, this your boy Nero signing out. Peace.